Hi there, everybody, and thanks for joining us on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree coming to you from the KXAN Live studio as we take a live look from downtown Austin right now. You can see there's plenty of clouds moving in there, but some hints of blue sky hanging out. And we wanted to give you an update, though, about something that a lot of you are interested in right now. There is a tropical disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico that could have some impacts here across the state of Texas. And we want to give you an update about the latest data. And to give us a look at that is meteorologist Rich Segal. Rich, thank you for being here as always.
Thank you, Will. Good morning.
You know, it's been a busy time for you all tracking the data. A lot of people are wanting to find out the latest. As we're looking outside right now, not too much of an impact, but what is the latest data showing?
All right, first of all, today will be a very minimal impact day. We're not going to see much rain today at all. I think we've dropped the rain chance for this afternoon. Well, for the rest of the day from 30 down to 20. I just don't see too much rain moving in here. And if we do, it'll be just like yesterday with the majority of the rain in the southeastern part of our viewing area. We're talking about potential rain in Fayette and Caldwell, maybe even Lee and southern Bastrop County. But the update, the 10 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center came in just a few minutes ago, and it showed very little change in the overall pattern of the potential tropical cyclone. It is still not a depression nor a tropical storm, but that will change in time. You see the projected times and projected path of this system right now. Again, potential tropical cyclone 1. It's about 410 miles to the southeast of Brownsville, and it is moving very slowly to the north at about 5 to 6 miles an hour. It is going to take a left-hand turn as we go into tonight and tomorrow. It may well be a tropical storm by tomorrow. The National Hurricane Center, which is where we get the information from on this, obviously, doesn't seem to think that there will be a storm later today. They're projecting it to be more tomorrow, with the winds at 39 plus miles per hour, in which case the storm will be given a name, and the name will be Alberto. Alberto will be the first one. Now, it will take a turn from the west. That's a guarantee as opposed to the northwest. We wish it was going more to the northwest because that would give us the potential for a little more rain, but this looks to be taking a turn to the west. And a landfall possibly late Wednesday night into very, very early Thursday morning around Tampico. Kristen took the center line out that we see within the cone because she felt that, we should pay attention to the entire cone itself and not just where the line is not where the line is indicating. So that's why we don't have the center line in there. So a landfall late tomorrow night into very early, again, around Tampico. Now, there is a tropical storm warning that extends from around Galveston Bay along the coast all the way down to Brownsville, South Padre Island. And notice that, too, that warning extends inland to Corpus Christi up through Victoria and Palacios. And so they're looking at that area as projecting the most rainfall in the state. The majority of this is going to be impacting the southern part of the state. I'd say from San Antonio to the coast around Victoria and then all the way down to around Brownsville. Now, for us, there is a flash flood watch or a flood watch that goes into effect on Wednesday morning and it extends into Thursday afternoon. For now, it is just for Caldwell and Fayette counties, but as we expand this out, you see that the flood watch goes essentially from, let's go Lockhart and Luling on past Schulenburg and Weimar on to Houston and even further up the line into the Beaumont-Port Arthur area. And then from Austin down to west of San Antonio over to around Laredo southward through the state. So what we're suggesting is that if you have interests along the coast, if you have family along the coast inland, you might just want to remind them that they need to take their flood safety precautions. There is, for us here in the local area, a flood watch today for Fayette County, but I don't really see that is going to be happening today. Now, we may see just widespread showers and thunderstorms today. I think more showers than thunderstorms, like a lot like we saw yesterday. Not much tonight, but then tomorrow morning, this is Wednesday at around 6 a.m., we start seeing the first signs of rain in parts of Lee and Fayette counties that will continue to drift to the northwest on I-35. This is noon tomorrow, but look down in parts of Bastrop and Lee, Caldwell, and Fayette counties. We're starting to see yellows and oranges indicating the potential for some heavy rain. and that will continue on into the afternoon. These rains will be organized through most of the eastern part of our viewing area. Let's suggest that from Austin down towards Wimberley, extending eastward, is where we anticipate there being the potential for some very heavy downpours that will continue through the afternoon on into the evening. By afternoon and evening, late afternoon and evening, we're talking about these potential heavy downpours in the Texas Hill Country, and then we will continue to see this as we get into the evening hours, most of the heavier downpours in the Hill Country. Beneficial rain. Look, I'm hoping, you see where it shows you that yellow and orange and red in Gillespie County about the Fredericksburg area?
Yes.
We're hoping for some heavy rain there because that's where the worst of the drought is that we have right now. Then there will be a brief lull, only to have a few more of these widespread showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, and then low-end rain chances as we get into the weekend. All right, there's your flood threat for today. But again, for our viewers in Fayette County, I don't see that as a possibility. I think the rain today is not going to be impactful enough to cause any flood issues. But for tomorrow, look at the red shade from Blanco to Dripping Springs to around Buda, Lockhart, Martindale, down towards Rosanke, and then on to the southern part of Fayette County. That red shade is a 3 out of 4 flood threat. This is a moderate flood threat because this is closer to where the center of the system is going to be. So tomorrow will be the biggest impact for flooding. And then on Thursday, as the system continues to work in Mexico towards the west, the flood threat becomes less. It's a marginal 1 out of 4. I don't think, by the way, too, we haven't shown you a severe storm risk. I don't think we're in the offing for any severe weather. But here come the rain totals. Now, this model will go out to Thursday at about 11 o'clock, and we're seeing still those high numbers in that shade of purple, Gillespie, Blanco, Hayes, and then from Hayes into Bastrop, part of Caldwell and Fayette, we're seeing some red shades indicating some 2 to 4 inch rain totals, and that will be a possibility as we get into Thursday. And then we see just a few isolated scattered showers as we get into the weekend. But as you see, the chance of rain is only 10% Saturday. We don't even have rain in the forecast Sunday. So the big flood threat is going to come tomorrow. Notice, too, the air will be much cooler tomorrow. We go from a high of 93 today to a high of 82 tomorrow, but a 70% chance of rain on Wednesday and a 60% chance of rain Wednesday night into Thursday, which, by the way, coincides with the opening of the summer season, 3:50 on Thursday afternoon. So and that's it.
Officially, summer is starting on Thursday, and we are getting cooler temperatures compared to what we're normally used to.
Isn't that great?
I will take it any time. But just to reiterate for people, because I've seen a bounce in our viewership who are watching us, and we appreciate anybody who's watching our live stream right now. I know a lot of people are geared in on what's coming in the days ahead. But, Rich, I guess the big headlines are that we are expecting quite a bit of rainfall, and there is a flooding risk coming into our area.
Yeah, the flood threat, the biggest flood threat will be for tomorrow. The higher rain totals. If you know your geography, this will be easy for you. Let's draw a line from Fredericksburg to Buda on over to around LaGrange, southward. In that area, we're looking at rain totals of 2 to 4 inches. That will be possible. Now, the further south you go, from San Antonio to Victoria, Corpus Christi, and down into the lower valley, there they may see some rain totals of 6 up to as much as 12 inches. That's what's being forecast at this time. And given the system being as large as it is right now, those numbers are not out of the question. I think that we'll monitor that situation. I think, again, the greatest flood threat in the next 24 hours will be in South Texas, or in the next 12 hours, and then in the next 24 hours, that potential for flooding. And again, Caldwell and Fayette counties for now under this flood threat for Wednesday morning into Thursday afternoon.
Rich, you started your graphics showing that cone, basically, of where this system is going to move into, basically the eastern coast of Mexico. I think a lot of people might be surprised that, a storm that's hitting that area would have much of an impact, hundreds of miles away here in central Texas. But that's what you're saying, is that this thing will bring lots of rainfall and that flooding potential again to our area, even though it's hitting down in Mexico.
Right, because the circulation is going to tighten up, and outer rain bands are going to be very pronounced on Wednesday into Wednesday night, and this is why we expect to see the greater amount of rain then. Everyone will measure rain. These are the projected rain totals, and if I could back up this computer, which is impossible today, it's not being very cooperative. But the greatest threat for flooding in the next 24 to 48 hours for Central Texas will come from parts of Gillespie, Hays, Caldwell, Southern Bastrop, and Fayette counties. And we'll update this at noon on KXAN. Nick will have an update for us, and then we'll be doing another Facebook Live with you. I think Kristen is going to be your hostess for tomorrow.
We are planning for her to be in that very same seat that you are this time tomorrow morning, so hopefully everybody will tune in then. And again, Rich, if you could just reiterate, you all are tracking the latest data, and you're getting some other updates about the trajectory of this storm and the potential impact here.
The next update that the Hurricane Center will, I guess, and this will be at about 1 o'clock this afternoon, maybe 2, and as the weather system gets closer to the coast, those updates will come a little more in number.
And I just want to thank everybody again who's been watching on our live stream. It's been nice to see a lot of you all engaged with this. I know this is a big talker at this point because anytime there's activity down in the Gulf, we want to bring the latest information and the potential that it will bring rain here. That gets a lot of people interested. And Rich, you all are also updating the full forecast story on our website too, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There'll be another update coming at some point during our 11 to 1 midday show.
All right. So if anybody wants to see that, you can check out kxan.com. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. Meteorologist Rich Segal, thank you for joining us.
Thanks,
and it's nice to see you and talk to you. And we will be tuning into your updates from here moving forward.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, that is Rich Segal. I'm Will Dupree. We will see you back here at another time. Again, direct you to the website, kxan.com, to check out the latest forecast details. We have much more information there. You can also tune into midday from 11 to 1, and our evening newscast will have updates then, too. See you all later. Take care.